I'm just showing you basically how it starts out from the Traegar recipe. On the back of a back rib, there's a thin membrane. You got to get that off. If you don't, it's just like pouring a rub on top of a piece of plexiglass. It's just going to fall right off. And it's actually quite easy to do. Just get it started. Get a piece of paper towel because you try to pull it with your fingers. It's slimy. It's about the worst part. It's like trying to snap your fingers with snot on them. It don't work. Just peel it off. There you go. The membrane is now off. As far as your rubs, anything you want to use, go ahead. This mixture here, it's a combination between apple juice, Worcestershire sauce, and mustard. The mustard puts a pretty decent flavor in your meat, and it also helps bind all your spices. So, just coat it up. Doesn't matter, thin coat, thick coat. Whatever tickles your fancy. And then put on it whatever you want. I'm using garlic salt. This is a maple barbecue rub. I buy it bulk. I love it. Such a nice smell to it. You can't really put too much. This is paprika. Paprika will give you a dark flavor on your meat. I can almost hear you already. No, it doesn't. You don't know what you're talking about. Again, everyone has their own system, their own way to do it. Then just do the same thing to your top side. You gonna remember all this, Mower Man?
For sure.
Because I'm just showing you, you're doing the rest.
I can watch it again and again and again.
Put it on a loop. Just like arts and crafts. Painting. No, you can't do. I remember you in school. You used to eat the glue.
Still do.
Oh. That's why your mind's always stuck on the same stuff.
Do that with such finesse and flair.
Yeah, I got a lot of experience shaking this arm. That's all there is to it. That's the rib prep. Good. All right, it's rib time. These will be on there for a 3-hour smoke. Try to leave a little space between them so the smoke can get around them. Now all we do for the next 3 hours is read the Bible and sing gospel songs.
Or drink beer.
No, it's holy water. 3-hour steam is done.
3-hour smoke.
smoke. Yes, you're right. I should just step back and hold the camera and you do this. You know what you're doing. See, this one's done a little more because your hot points are all around the edges. Now, put that up to 225. Alright, make like a little boat with your tin foil. That way your apple juice don't pour out. Some brown sugar. Again, you can measure this as per the recipe. I just throw a handful on. Some honey, citrus spritz, or bourbon spritz, however you want to call it. You got to make sure you don't poke the bones through. If you do, it'll leak. The juice comes out of it, it will burn inside. Not very pleasant. Done. And they'll steam in their cocoons.
Two more hours. That'll make 5.
Then we got 1 more hour for sauce making after that. Alrighty, our 2-hour steam is done. Now we get to get these bad boys off. I know it is video, but my God, they smell good.
You smell that?
Yep. It's scratch and sniff. Just scratch your screen.
Scratch and sniff YouTube.
There's what they look like. Bones starting to poke through. Oh, they ever tough.
I imagine.
That's the tricky part now, is picking them up without them falling apart. You know they're tender when they fall apart like that. Then the only other thing we got to do is put the sauce on, put them back on, and let the sauce tighten. Garage burner sauce.
John's special sauce.
It is. People will say, oh, too tender, I like a little pull, and all depends what floats your boat. So if you want a little more pull on your rib, not as tender, then you don't steam as long. There, just sauce each one, and
You can see this one. John was telling me this had a leak into the second layer while it was steaming, and that's why you have that little bit of burnt around the edge, if you will. As he was explaining, that's what would happen. That's what you get when it leaks. So you got to make sure They're sealed well.
That the bones don't poke through the tinfoil. Back on they go.
For how long now?
Less than an hour. Basically just tightening up the sauce. There, look, I ripped another one apart. Done like dinner. That's kind of fitting where it is dinner. You're gonna have to eat that one when you get your hands empty.
No problem.
So how do they look?
They look great, and they smell great, and they taste great.
That's it. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, this is a closed set.
Sweet.
No, John. We need the lady. Tables are dirty.
So anyway, look at the camera, say hi, and who are you?
Food what? Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Just wait till you see yourself.
That's Tanya.
Yeah, pretty much.
Prep cook number 2.
Are there any samples?
Everything's gone.
Excuse me?
That's it.
Well, we need to rethink this. Oh, good.
Quit your bitching.
6 racks.
So what are we having with it?
Obviously Starbucks.
Barbecue sauce.
Sure, doesn't matter with some good Starbucks. This can all be edited out.
Would you like to lick my bone, lady?
I like how she nibbles on that bone.
Yeah.